Good morning, Diva Nation and WRJRians. It's your girl, Miss Diva, the Queen of Hearts, and got two for y'all today. Trying to do these earlier, it's just not working out that way. The first one is a gentleman, I believe he's in Texas, and he wrote in saying that his ex-girlfriend refuses to let him see his son. Every attempt that he's made has been one excuse after the other. He's got this going on, he's got that going on, he's sick, blah, blah, blah. It's always one excuse after the other. The child is 2, and he feels like if he's not a part of his life now, hey, Damon, that if he's not a part of his life now, this child is going to forget who he is and make it harder for them in the end. So I know I have some viewers here that are from Texas, and I think one particular law is universal, and that's the fact that even though she is the mother, no one has custody of that child until there's a hearing establishing custody and paternity and all of that. So my first thought is you need to file for joint custody if you have not done that already. If you have done that and she's still refusing to let you see your child, then I would suggest you take her back to court or call the police. Because if there's a custody order in place, what she's doing is illegal. So yeah, I would call the police and try to see your son, and then I would take her back to court. One thing I cannot stand is, and it's mostly women, when we use our kids as pawns against that other parent. You're getting the upper hand in the short term, but in the grand scheme of things, you're setting yourself up for your kid to hate you for life because, unless the father has done something heinous to that child, you have no right to keep them away from each other. That's just cruel. And I'm sick of the immaturity that some people show by using these kids as bartering tools. They are people. They are not bartering chips. I'm going to need people to get it together. As much as, I'm not even going to get into my personal business, but I've seen some pretty acrimonious splits where the kids still have a relationship with both parents. No matter what happened between my ex-husband and I, doesn't change the fact that those are his kids. And so, no, there was no way I was going to keep him from his kids. That's just moronic to me and sophomoric. And like I said, unless he's done something to these kids or the child that warrants him not being in the child's life, that's one thing. And then you go to court and handle that. But then you go to court and be truthful. A lot of women or people will go to court and lie. Oh, he did this or she did that, knowing good and doggone well that did not happen, just to make sure that they retain custody of the child. Do not do your child this type of disservice. Do not put yourself in a position where your child is going to hate you later because you took them away from their other parent. Now, this child may be only 2, but kids are smarter than we give them credit for. I'm pretty sure this kid knows that this man is his father, and I'm pretty sure he asked for his dad. So don't torture your kids to get back at your ex. That's stupid, and it's very immature. And the second one was actually born of a conversation I was having with somebody earlier, and it pertains to marital sexual assault. And the question is, can a spouse, good morning, Michelle, can your spouse sexually assault you? Simple answer is yes, they can. Now, a lot of people are like, but wait a minute, you're married, blah, 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 blah. I get all that. But, okay. Yeah, started acting weird again. I get all that, but I believe it was in the late 70s or early 80s, a woman took her husband to court for sexual assault because she didn't want, obviously she didn't want to, and he did it anyway. He felt like because they were married, he couldn't, there was no way he could rape her. Yeah, no means no. Doesn't matter whether you're married or not. No means no. And if he or she says no and you do it anyway, it's sexual assault. And just for edification, sexual assault isn't just the act of performing sex on an unwilling participant. It's any kind of unwarranted touching, you're kissing them, touching them, grabbing their butt. That all falls under the umbrella of sexual assault. So be very careful what you do to another person, whether you're married to that person or not. Every person's body is their own, and they have the right to say what happens to said body. Now, if I'm walking down the street, like I was, one time I was at a Circle K, convenience store, and there was a guy sitting in a little low-rise convertible. He was sitting in the car with the girl. I walked past him because I was with a friend, and he needed to get gas. I walked past the car. The guy reached down and slapped me on my butt. Took everything in me to not bury my size 10 in his behind and hers too. Didn't have to worry about it because the person I was with kind of handled it. But had I called the police, he would have gotten picked up for sexual assault. So be very careful where you put your hands or other parts of your anatomy uninvited. So that's it for me today. I will be back tomorrow for Ask Miss Diva. And tonight, 8 o'clock, actually it's 7 o'clock on the East Coast, 7 o'clock on the West Coast, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. It's the return of the Rated L show. You guys do not want to miss this. We have been looking so forward to him returning. It's not even funny. Tonight's topic is going to be who's the GOAT as far as, I believe it's football. So tune in, WRJR1, 7 o'clock out west, 10 o'clock out east for the return of the Rated L show live. Also, if you've missed any of these or you want to catch up and check out some of these Ask Miss Divas, they're now on our YouTube page. And it's WRJR Real Jams Radio. WRJR space Real Jams Radio on YouTube. So check them out. I will see you guys tomorrow, and then I will see you guys this weekend for Love Unlimited Live from 11 to 2 a.m. out east, 8 p.m. till 11 out west, and then back for the old school cool down on Sunday from 5 to 8 out east, 2 to 5 p.m. out west. And also stay tuned because we have an app now. So you'll be able to just hit that app and listen to us like you would some of the others. So you guys have a great rest of your day and be blessed. Bye-bye.